I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We'd like to welcome Nuraririn. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, thank you for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Sure, I'm Nuraririn. You see what I did there with my name?
Yes.
And I'm a yokai streamer, a Nurarian.
Yeah.
I know it gets very confusing now with all of those Nuraririns.
Yes.
And yeah, I do like variety streams and all kinds of things. I'm basically the definition of chaotic and variety. I do everything. Karaoke, games, old, new, single player, competitive, multiplayer, everything.
Good gravy.
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't do on stream?
Well, I mean, technically, there's plenty of things that YouTube forbids me from doing on stream.
Well, I mean,
but apart from that,
yeah.
rarely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe by request, but that's a different sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. That would cost a lot of money.
Different channel, different sort of thing. So how did you get started with VTubing?
Well, how did I get started? That's a good question, actually. I don't know. I've been content creating for a good while before I fully showed my pretty self.
Mm-hmm.
And well, then eventually I started watching a lot of HoloLive, then eventually a lot of Holo Stars, especially Gavis Battle from Holo Stars. I'm watching him a whole lot, and I was like, yeah, might as well try it myself. Mm-hmm. It's the most modern way for Nurarion to make a new parade, we Nurarions we lead a huge yokai parade, so why not add some humans to it to make it even bigger?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the that type of inspiration can lead you to really look high, or just give it a little test jump in. So did you go full out with all the equipment and all the bells and whistles, or did you just start off small?
I absolutely tried to go all out. I avoided a debut stream because I think debut streams are a bit risky when you first start off, because you're still not there entirely, with confidence and everything when you start streaming.
Yeah.
But overall, I did start off with a more chibi version of myself that looked a lot cuter, and my viewers, my paraders, they're still very, very, very obsessed with that one, and they call it Gremlin Nura.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that, because those start their own fan clubs and
yeah, it's scary sometimes. Sometimes I feel like the paraders like that one more.
No, bring back the gremlin.
Yeah, for real. Sometimes like that. For handcam streams, I always bring back the gremlin, and I have multiple things for handcam streams, and I'm like, yeah, what do you want? Do you want the Fuma Nura, or the Fumo Nura, or I don't know, the silly chibi one? But every time it's just, yeah, please bring back the Gremlin Nura for this one.
You created a monster.
Absolutely, it's horrible.
I can tell how horrible it is by your laugh. I'm
scared that's my afraid of something laugh.
the nervous laugh when something's on the horizon.
Exactly, when you see it just standing there menacingly in the distance, waiting to take over.
Yes. Same laugh I get when the bills are due, and I get phone calls from the collection agency. Thank you for calling. So you're streaming just about every way you can think of at this point, even the hand cam. What do you do on the hand cam streams?
Well, on the handcam streams, various things. Once we did twice at this point, we did these cook and pop and cooking things. The little Japanese powder. You have little powders, and then you mix them, and then you make a fake burger, for instance, out of it. It's actually just a candy kind of time.
Yeah,
we did that twice, and it was absolutely horrible. I almost puked from that.
I have seen those
both times.
I'm like, what? Who thought of this?
I don't know. It's literally just pure chemical. It does not taste like anything that a human, neither a spirit, should consume. It's horrible.
Here, let's just give you a whole bunch of excess stuff, and we'll make them put it together, and we'll call it a hamburger.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, and apart from that,
Go ahead.
yeah. Apart from that, like we also recently we also unboxed some cards. Like I'm huge into like card games, so we did that as well.
Which one?
We unboxed some Shadow Wars. Like lately, there was this new collab set that they had with Cardfight Vanguard.
Yeah.
Even though I don't play either of those card games anymore, but
yeah, but yeah, there's just something about the feel of that
exactly.
the expectation that you might come up with the one super card in the middle of it, and
Yeah, exactly. And usually I'm very stupidly lucky with that kind of stuff. I get some insane pulls usually.
well, that's the thing. See, it's just that even if you just get one, then you're stuck for the rest of your life.
Yep, exactly.
I actually have a sports card collection, and when I was very young, we would get such piles of card packs for baseball and such, and open them. Of course, back then we didn't have the super gold one of one extra autographed shiny power your car type of thing. that you
Yeah, like the sports cards especially get crazy. Like my older brother Nuraririn, he's like very into like collecting cards. I more play them, and like he showed me some stuff. There's like apparently these baseball cards that like are double cards. Like you can open up the card like as if it's another booster pack, and there can be an even rarer card in that one.
Yeah. I'm like
very ridiculous.
That would just kill me. I mean, it's like, you want me to destroy this card, and I don't even know what's inside the card? No.
Yeah, it could be like worse. Even I think you could like pull something worse out of it if you leave it like as if you were to just even leave it open. There we go.
It'd be my luck. It'd be like a stink bug or something. Hall of Fame player, open it up.
And there's a roach in there.
Yeah. Oh man, I could have just gone to the back of the refrigerator and found that. So is it do you get the same type of engagement with your audience with that as you do with your other streams?
Oh, well, no, people definitely like the gaming the most, but like I'm surprised. Like I've been surprised by my Paretos multiple times. Like for instance, I was doing a watch along stream where like you would have like you had a little like timer on the bottom of the screen, and then you could like open up the episode on your own side and as you were watching. Because obviously I can't like show the stuff on stream. That would be a problem.
Right. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
People really enjoyed that. I was like watching my favorite anime there, and we even cried. I did at least. I don't know if the Paretos did, but I did.
It was that bad.
No, it wasn't bad. Overall, I think like I'm one of the most like honest, content creators out there. I just talk my ass out of everything. I just mention whatever. I just talk and talk and talk, and usually I should put a filter somewhere, but nah.
Well, that shows some skill though. I mean, if you're able to be nimble enough to talk your way in and out of situations and get the best out of them, that's something that you can't really teach. I mean, have you always been somebody who could talk your way out of a situation?
Well, not necessarily. I think like ever since I started like actively streaming for like over a year now, almost a year and a half, I kind of like grew into that role. I've become much more like confident and like more cheeky almost. I would say.
I like
a more like open talker, as you might notice.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly great. That's what we're looking for. But the ability to handle whatever the chat brings you, or whatever game or whatever situation that you're doing, especially people don't realize when you're streaming live, there's no safety net.
Yeah, whatever you say is just there. You have to really be sure what you say.
Yeah, you mean
absolutely.
Being unhinged and getting crazy is fine, just as long as you don't,
no, obviously,
jump right off the cliff.
I don't think I've said anything like controversial. I think like I'm not really a controversial person in the first place. It's not like I have any strong opinions on a lot of things.
What did you say about pineapple on pizza? Oh no!
For me, it's like, but as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, people can enjoy whatever they want. If people,
Yeah,
I don't know, feel like putting apple slices on pizza, then whatever, as long as they don't make me eat it or anything.
yeah. As long as you don't tell me or try to shove it down my throat, it's perfectly fine.
Exactly. And I mean, I'm from the country that, like, we put pineapples and cheese on toast and toast then. We
Well,
do then.
I mean, there's that would be kind of interesting actually. We got both of those
It's a
here.
very-
I might make some and give it to my wife and see what she thinks.
Some people even put like bacon as into that as well, but
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, I've heard people with pineapple and bacon for some reason.
Exactly. In Germany, in
Yeah,
Germany, like we put like cheese on top of it as well, and then we put it in the oven, and
yeah,
there you go.
yeah. There's a criminal underuse of bacon. I think
That is true.
that's
I do kind of need to eat more of that, but usually it's too salty for me.
oh, yeah. See that I don't have that problem because I don't have very much salt in my system for some reason. So the doctor actually tells me to eat more. I'm like, well, you don't have to tell me twice.
That's kind of why usually people have like an over intake of them.
Yeah, I'm heading right to the fast food place and order me a big thing of fries right now. Extra salt. So what type of games are you streaming? You say you're all over the place. Is there any type of game that you enjoy the most?
Well, if like what I enjoy the most is obviously like older games. I'm very like retro-y, that I
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really into that style, like, and especially like I really like playing games that I played when I was younger myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know it comes wild as being a spirit, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there is like, for instance, I think at the start of this year we were like playing Hype Time Quiz, which is like the super obscure Playmobil game. In German, we have Playmobil. It's
Playmobil.
like Lego,
Yeah,
but not really.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's a
That's a
super bizarre game.
that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Playmobil.
Yeah, in Germany it's super big. Honestly, it's almost as big as Lego in Germany.
Yeah,
They have like all kinds of shit there. And
yeah,
yeah, we played that and like Tomb Raider, for instance. I really love the classic Tomb Raider games.
yeah.
And currently we play through the entirety of Resident Evil, like the old games and the new games, and I kind of like that kind of stuff a lot.
So you're like you don't mind the horror type stuff.
No, not at all. Like I was actually super afraid of horror stuff for a while,
Yeah.
but we have like this special month in October where I'm forced to put one horror game per week into my schedule,
Mm,
and that kind of got me like trained into that.
yeah, yeah. Well, you are a tougher person than I because I don't want to mess with it at all. Yeah, if I want to scream at things, I'll just go to my job.
I mean, I'm not super into horror. Like, for instance, like horror movies, I still can't like necessarily watch.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
like even the harsher like horror games. Like I tried for like a couple months ago, I tried to play that Five Nights at Freddy's game in VR. That one that exists there,
Oh
Help
no.
Wanted or whatever his name.
Oh.
And I can't play that because like you're just there and it's just dark and you can't do anything against it because it's in VR.
Yeah, yeah. That was no, that's really nightmare fuel there.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like like when you play something on your like PC, you can just turn on the lights in your room and it's okay.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
just dark and you're just stuck there.
Yeah. Oh, when I first, I'm an old man, so I'm going way back with games. But there was a game based on a book called Red Storm Rising. That was basically you are a submarine. You're in control of a submarine, and like World War stuff is going on, and you basically have to pilot the submarine. So for an old Commodore
Sounds
60,
cool.
yeah, it was really cool. For a Commodore 64 game, it was pretty intense. So I actually would turn out the lights in my room while I was doing the game because then you got the feeling of being underwater in a submarine. And it was
Oh my goodness.
yeah, it was ooh. I mean that would give you goosebumps and everything when doing that, and especially when they actually hit you with something and you're kind of sitting at the bottom of the ocean, not being able to do anything.
Oh
don't
my god,
notice
another
me.
person that's old enough to have played on the Commodore 64.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the first computer I bought when I got a job, and funnily enough, back then it was you could buy the whole thing with one paycheck.
That's crazy.
Yeah, which you
Like I only remember like my dad had one and I played a bit on it when I was younger myself.
yeah.
Like I played what do I remember? There was this one karate game, this where like that was pretty popular, I think, where it had like two people and you had to like fight. It was basically a fighting game,
Hmm.
like karate. I don't
Yeah,
know, it's
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah,
Karate fight.
that one I
It was,
remember.
but it was for the time. It was wonderful. I mean, it was. I mean, I could even program text games on it at the time because
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, we were learning in school the Apple basic language, so that's what carried over to that. Now, if I'd have just kept that up, I would be a very rich former radio announcer.
Just I'm a programmer. It's not that great.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when in comparison to what radio was, the pay automatically starts better. Believe me. We work for radio announcers and announcers in general will work for cheese sandwiches. Okay, and it doesn't have to be a
I
whole one.
do. I have always like thought about like because I like talking. I was like that's kind of like a fun idea.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what radio's like over there. I don't know what your local radio is like. Um,
Oh, I don't know. German radio is a lot like you get the same five songs, and this has been the thing for like the same five songs for like the past 20 years, and occasionally you have like 10 minutes of radio program. The rest is just music and
uh, they
stuff that's happening on the streets.
oh my gosh, that used to people would say, why do you hate this song? Well, I work at a radio station and I hear it every hour. But it's a popular song. I don't care. Don't play it.
I totally get that. Like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I wish they would like change it up a bit more often. Usually, I mean, I get why because it's probably like a lot of like rights stuff and
Yeah,
everything that you have to
yeah.
watch out for.
Oh, they have these charts and things they go by it. Well, now it's downloads, but it used to be the sales of the single and the album, and they would really stick to it. And these programmers would be very very tight with those things. They wouldn't budge for anything. So I can tell you this: over here in the U.S., if you've got a radio station that's got like a light rock format, be ready to hear every Taylor Swift song that ever existed over and over and over and over. They're
Don't get me started on the rock channels.
yeah. Oh,
100% rock.
yeah.
And then it's just fucking Nickelback. Look at this photograph.
Yeah. Now it's not quite as bad for us older folks here because we get to hear like there's one station that plays some 70s and 80s stuff, which is
Yeah.
what I grew up on. But the other ones are like, really anything after 2000? Nah. Turn my nose up at it for the most part. So, uh, for you and getting into it and having an audience, um, how did that feel when you realized that there were people coming back to see what you were doing, be on with you?
Well, that was honestly like to this day. I keep telling the paraders about this. Like to this day, I'm always like, holy shit! I have people that come here basically like every day of the week, and like just are there to like listen to me yap on about everything. As like there's some gameplay in the background, and it's just I don't know. Like we had the 1 year anniversary not too long ago, where I had like this huge sentimental section where I was talking about that whole thing. Now I think like it's actually like I like every content creator out there says that like their fans are the best, their viewers are the best.
Yeah.
But like I'm currently at like 103 paraders I think on YouTube,
Cool.
and for 103 subscribers slash paraders, it's like kind of crazy that I have like 5 to 6 people in chat that are like watching.
Yeah.
I think like that's a pretty good like standard for like
Oh yeah,
that amount.
Considering they're probably from all over the planet. I mean, and they now you got people who are relying on you to come on and entertain
Yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly. That's what like my main goal, like what I kind of like what I put into my mind in terms of like streaming is the whole like idea of making memories together. I think that's the most amazing thing that like there's so many people around the globe that all share like the same like running gag that all know what you can say some silly bullshit and like everyone gets it. And I kind of just love that. That idea is just so cool.
Yeah, and the planet becomes really small when you get into this, but also kind of the people your horizon gets big as the planet gets small because you have the potential audience of 90% of the planet,
Yeah,
and
exactly. That's
and
like
so many people
that's
have
also kind of
electronic
like
devices that they could tune in. So I really do think that the audience in a whole in general for VTubing and streaming in general is going to get even bigger and bigger because there are still people who don't even know what's going on. Who
yeah, like in like the recent years, it's definitely like has grown. Like I mean, as mentioned, I myself haven't been into like VTubing that long yet.
yeah, yeah,
Like I only got it like into it doing I don't know Hololive English like Advent ish. That's when I kind of started watching them more and more. Like
yeah,
obviously I knew who like Gura was,
right,
but at that
yeah,
point like I started watching them more actively myself, and yeah, it's just I don't know, it's amazing. I
yeah.
think it's very just cool.
Yeah, it's. But have you been able to do any collaborating, or has it been solo for the most part?
No, I've been also been able to do like collabs. If I was like more socially active, I could probably like get more collabs going.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's not like kind of my super deal. But I do get invited to a couple collabs usually, like by like I don't know if you like know them. There's like the Bencher, for instance,
Hmm.
like a super good friend of mine, and yeah, it's super fun whenever we have like whenever we have one of those.
Yeah.
Like recently we had one where we played Gary's Mod together, like I don't know, 14, 15, 16 other VTubers. It was just pure enjoyable chaos there.
So it's 16 people. I mean, that. I don't care
I,
what
I
game you're playing. You're not getting anything done other than yelling and running around.
I skipped out that one collab that they had. There was one collab that they had where they played like a Repo. Do you know
Oh
Repo?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That funny robot game, and they played that with like 40 people.
Oh no.
I was invited to that, and I said, "No, I really don't want that."
The first of all, how would they even know that you were there?
Yeah, that's like the thing, and it's just I watched like I looked into the what from that stream. I was like, "What the heck is even going on?" Everyone's just talking at the same time, and it was
Yeah.
pure and utter chaos.
Throwing people into lava and just randomly attacking.
Like the most, like I already was like very overwhelmed when we were playing Lethal Company with like 9 or 10 people. That was
Oh
already like I
yeah,
sometimes had to go to like an empty space on the map and take a moment.
yes. And run to that and hope they didn't take off and leave you there.
Exactly.
Not too far away, but far enough, and not in any bees
Yeah.
or anything like that. But yeah. Those are a lot of fun to watch, and chat enjoys that sort of thing. But um, you get too many people, it's tough to actually play. If you're actually trying to play a game that has rules,
Yeah,
unlike
like as
those,
mentioned, Lethal Company like turns from a horror game to just a comedy,
yeah,
chaotic game.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, there's still the element of horror in it when one of those worms crashes through the ship for no apparent reason. That's pretty scary. But after a while, you're just kind of throwing your crewmates at them. Here, take this one.
Exactly.
We're leaving you behind this time. So, if you had a comfort game, what would it be?
A comfort game.
Yeah.
Well, the paraders know it's definitely not Resident Evil 2. I also know it's definitely not Dark Souls 2
Yeah.
anymore, at least.
Or
That
any
kind of got ruined to me by my last challenge run.
oof. Five Nights at Freddy's is off the table.
Yeah, definitely. That's also not on there.
Yeah.
Maybe Team Fortress 2, I would say.
Hmm.
Honestly, Team Fortress 2, that was like the game I played the most when I was like well, a yokai equivalent of a teenager, where I played like, I don't know, like 600, 800 hours, and always when I come back from like yokai school, I will like boot up the PC and play like Team Fortress 2 for like 4 hours.
Yeah,
I thought I would be washed by now because I haven't played it for like 2 years. Then we like streamed it. It was still pretty cracked at the game. It's kind of wild what the body like remembers in terms of like muscle memory.
yeah, but now I got to tell you, once you get older, the body still remembers, it just can't do it. Now wait a minute, I could make that jump before. No, not now.
I already feel that way with Dark Souls 2 right now.
Start yelling at your hand. You're supposed to hit that button.
Oh yeah, I should mention also that I don't know, it's kind of like built up over the last few years, or like not years. It's like I've been streaming for years now. But like the past few months that I've kind of become like the difficult games VTuber. Kind of started when I was doing like Dark Souls 3, and it was like, I have like 500 hours in Dark Souls 3, so just playing the game regular would be boring.
Yeah.
So let's just play it with only using daggers for the rest of the run.
Oh,
and I played like Resident. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're torturing yourself, is what you're doing.
Exactly, kind of. But at the same time, I don't know. I've like. There was this one shot where I like beat Gale in Dark Souls 3, like the final boss of like the final DLC.
Yeah.
And there were like comments that are like, it feels insulting to see a VTuber kill Gale. So I don't know, I've become the gamer VTuber apparently.
Well, that's always nice to hear. Gosh, I didn't have any confidence at all in you.
Yeah, like with Resident Evil, for instance, like Resident Evil 2, my paraders were like, you have to play the remake in hardcore mode. You have to. I never played the game before. The paraders were like, you have to play it in hardcore mode.
Oh.
And I lost halfway. I lost my mind completely. Then I had like a little break because I went on vacation.
Yeah.
And then I sat down, started the game from the very start again on hardcore. Off stream,
yeah,
and played through the entire game again without using any resources. No, like I got hit like twice, maybe.
Through the whole game?
Yeah, just so that I could come back to like the part where we like stopped playing on stream.
Yeah,
and I could be like, look, instead of 0 heals, we now have 12 heals.
Man, that's impressive. I mean, that really is. That's to take a hardcore game and be able to go through basically untouched is pretty amazing. You really are a gamer.
Yeah, I'm trying at least.
Yeah, show those medals off.
Even though with like Dark Souls 2, it's been kind of going down the drain right now, where we play with only shields.
Oh, yeah, that's a little rough. Yeah. I used to try to win on Diablo 2 with every type of character, but there's just one of them I can't win with at all, and I keep trying over and over again, but by golly, if someone else out there can win with that freaking archer, then good luck to him. I kind
of need to play more Diablo myself.
Oh, I mean, it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and the dungeons, if you go to a second game, they're not quite the same. They change them around a little bit, so like
I played some. What was the latest one? Diablo 4 or 3? Yeah. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
4, right?
I think it's 4. Yeah.
And I played a bit of Diablo. I always was like with Diablo. I was like, I don't like the isometric kind of view. It's not kind of my kind of game.
Yeah.
And then like I saw my favorite YouTuber, like my favorite German YouTuber, play Diablo 4, and I was like, holy shit, they have a ginormous skill tree in this game. I had no idea. Why didn't anyone tell me about this?
Oh yeah.
Randomized loot as well.
Yeah. It's something to see, and with it, I was able to get through it with the barbarian character, and you go through it one time, and then it ramps up to the next level, and then ramps up to the next level. And the actual loot that drops gets better too. Even though
that's cool.
Yeah, you take on like a skeleton, but the skeleton now is like, a fortified diamond skeleton. that
so kind of like Borderlands issues.
Yeah, it drops super magical zirconium stuff. It's stuff that you get. That's ridiculous at the end, but it's a lot of fun. So, is
Yeah,
there
I
a
mean, that's
game?
the best thing. You just see like the big numbers go up and
Oh yeah, yeah,
makes the brain happy.
yeah, yeah. But you get the special items, and they're still the same. Well, I don't want this anymore. I'll just go sell it. Uh, what is a game that you'd like to play on stream, but you haven't been able to do yet?
Um, that's a difficult one. I mean, the Paraders would hate me for saying this, but Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness is definitely up there. It was like probably the worst Tomb Raider game that ever was released, but there was the remaster, and I still didn't get the chance to like play it yet because I kind of promised the Paraders to not overdo it with Tomb Raider because yeah, I just like Tomb Raider. And,
Sooner or later, you just have to go for yourself.
and like eventually it's like like because like Tomb Raider are not like short games either, at least like the classic ones. Like I think we played Tomb Raider 3 on stream and it took us I don't know, like 12 2-hour streams or something to get through it.
I mean, I mean, really though, for a game, that's not too bad. It's, but if as long as your chat's not yelling, you play a different game while you're doing it.
It kind of like eventually like with some providers at least it becomes that way, which is totally fair because like Tomb Raider, especially like if I don't know the Tomb Raider game,
Yeah.
like Tomb Raider 3 I did not know yet, not know yet. That's like you walk around a lot. Like sometimes the games are so obscure in terms of what you're supposed to be. Like classic games, they don't like tell you anything.
Right, right. Oh, yeah, that was something too. People don't realize it. Back in those early days of games with the dungeon crawlers and stuff, you didn't have the internet to go and see somebody else go through it or get a big list of and pictures of your maps. I once had a game where I went and bought a whole ream of graph paper because I could not find the end of this game. And I went through and I mapped every single inch with little notes and things attached to it with letters like, okay, this is where this happens. This is what this. And I finally got the end of the game, and then my friend showed me the actual book that had all the things in it. But at that, the thing is, by the end, my characters are so overpowered. They just kept leveling up. They're like level 600. They walk in, the big monster says, "Hello, you're dead."
I thought, yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I mean, I also still like have my original copy of like Angel of Darkness that like little notes written in it. Like back when like the manuals also still had the little like pages at the end.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the manual I could like write something into.
Yes. Well, the original Dungeons and Dragons games, the gold box set that we played on the old Commodore 64, they had manuals you had to have to play the game because it wouldn't boot up unless you had the manual. It would say,
the copyright like thingy.
Yeah. It said, what is the word on page 17 of the manual and the fifth word?
That's like some of the coolest things ever. Like there was these German-made games not too long ago. These point and click. Well, not too long ago. Like I don't know. They came out in 2010 or something. Like these point and clicks, and they like replicate that. And inside your game, you have like this little like disc.
Yeah.
Where you have to like put on a specific password. It shows like two characters, and you have to like spin the disc until like the two characters align.
Oh yeah.
And then you have like two letters on it, and I think Monkey Island, the old Monkey Island games, kind of had that and popularized then.
Yeah. Some of those early games did it too. They had a manual disc that you had to move around get a code to even start the game up. And if you borrowed it from somebody or copied it from somebody, which I may or may not have done a lot. Then you're just basically, out of luck.
Yeah, so that was such an interesting system back in the day.
Yeah, it certainly was. You couldn't go on and go to whatever download service and pay and immediately have it downloaded to your computer. You had to run to the store and throw down a bunch of money in order to get a game that you didn't like.
And then it would just sit there in your drawer forever.
Oh yeah. I had a few of those. I said, can I
I
just
mean, a
throw
good
this away?
classic is still like what I kind of grew up with were like these little like these CDs that came with like magazines where like demos on
Oh,
it, like game demos, and
oh
like
yeah,
always
yes,
one full version of the game.
yes.
And
And
then you would
AO,
like play the ever loving shit out of the demos.
yes, and then AOL, you could get
Yeah.
online for like 20 seconds if you use this disc.
And that kind of I mean not that old, admittedly. I have to say that much.
Oh man, you young people don't know what it was like. Every time you stepped on an AOL disc.
But like the good old German stuff, like the old German Computerbildspiele, as it was called.
Yeah.
That one was like I still have like recently I saw like some images of it and like immediately invoked some memories. It was like you had like a little system there where you could like test if your PC could even run the game. You
Yes.
click that and there was like a little like red light green light kind of thing
Yeah.
that would like pop up. And
Yeah.
that one is just so nostalgic, it's crazy.
Yeah. Mine would be like red light. What? Come on! I just paid $60 for this thing. Red light. Well, I recently found out I couldn't play Fallout 4. Actually, it was more than a year ago now. I bought Fallout 4, downloaded it, and I don't have enough stuff on my computer to play it.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh well, I mean, I could play everything else. That was disappointing because I don't play as much games as I used to because life gets in the way,
Yeah, yeah.
and also my my Twitch thumb isn't as good as it used to be. I, but I do manage to rally around and beat my grandson at a few of them. He's old enough now where I can try now.
What you gotta beat on?
Yeah,
What kind of games?
yeah. It's time for him to learn defeat at the hands of the old master or me, whichever shows up. So, what are your plans for the? Do you have any big plans right now for the channel? I know you just come off the celebration a bit, but is there anything in the near future for you?
Well, there's obviously like my birthday in just a bit, like on November 1st.
Yeah,
Having a birthday stream as always.
yeah.
I said it as always as if we had like 5 of those. No, like the second birthday stream.
The second annual.
Um,
It's like having
and
the first annual something. It's not the first annual something. You've only done it one time.
basically, fair enough. But there is something in the works right now in the background, but that's like hidden. I don't want anyone to know yet.
Oh, something big, something that channel changing.
Not. I would say channel changing, but it's nice for the eyes at least.
That gives you an idea, folks. So
Exactly.
it's up to you to go and find out what it is and spoil it for. I mean, let everybody. I mean, just let it go.
You don't want to know how difficult it is for me to not share it with like anyone.
I can hear it in your voice. It's like, have we got
It's
something coming up? I can't say anything about it. That's something to hear too, and I enjoy talking with folks like yourself who obviously are enjoying what they're doing, and I can hear it. I can hear it as you talk about it, how much you enjoy this entire the entire concept of doing this. It sounds like you've really kind of blossomed a bit since you started VTubing. Maybe you found something that you didn't even know you were looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's like the thing that I also told the paraders. It's like it's not just like a lot of I think like a lot of like the bigger content creators kind of forget about like what like even the viewers do for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing that like as mentioned when I started, I was not like this open as I'm talking right now. If like back when I started, I was like talking like this, and you could barely like understand me.
Yes.
And now like I talk so much more loud, and like people around me notice that as well, even like off stream. And like for instance, like we also do karaoke streams. I love doing karaoke streams, and
You are braver than I.
Yeah, and my singing has improved so much. Like when I started karaoke, they're still like not the first karaoke's, they're like lost to Twitch forever, but like after I moved to YouTube, like they're still on there and they sound horrible. Well, like that's like the fun thing for me. Like I keep growing. Like I got better at drawing. I got better at talking. I got better at like my overall confidence. I got better at like singing. I definitely grew with this, and
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
it's really it's like you took to a like you're planted in better soil now.
Basically, yeah.
You're growing better here in more, and we get to see the talent that you bring and the personality that you bring, and that obviously really fits this really well. And I'm glad to see that you're enjoying yourself to this degree. Has it always been enjoyment? Have you had some stumbles along the way?
It has always been enjoyable so far. It was, I think, like back when I was like starting off, where like a bit of a rough start, where it was still like Gremlin, like where it would stop, and it still wasn't like talking as loud as I was right now.
Yeah,
it was like still very like, I don't know, do I really want to do this? And obviously, like my full appearance came through, and then it was like this enjoyment first for a good like half a year. And I also told the paraders like at around like January, February this year, I was a bit like down. I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this anymore, if this is like my thing.
Yeah.
But I've worked through that, and now it's just my thing. Like throughout the entire day, I'm just like, I can't wait for like the evening and to start streaming again. Like it's my highlight. And when I was on vacation with my family not too long ago, or a week, I hated. I mean, I didn't hate it. No. I didn't.
I hated my family.
I didn't hate the vacation, the family vacation, but like I was not able to stream, and I felt that I was like, because like outside of the stream, I'm still like more of a passive person. I'm more like of a person who like talk when talked to, kind of.
Yeah, go with the flow. Say.
Yeah. And I started to feel that. I was like, oh my god, I just want to get on stream and just start yapping again about everything.
Yes, the mountains are nice. I want to get back to streaming.
Yeah, exactly. And just like, I really like, like everything, like making the clips, editing them. It's super fun, being creative there, making the thumbnails, and then the overall streaming. It's just, I love everything about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it obviously likes you too, because you're doing real well, and you're enjoying yourself, and the folks are enjoying coming to see you and be with you, and that's got to be the peak icing on the cake, isn't it? That there are people who are absolutely coming to see what you're doing and enjoy your personality. And when you started, did you think you'd have an audience like that?
Absolutely not. No. when I started, I was like, yeah, maybe. Wait, let me say that in my old voice. Well, maybe I get like 2 people, like maybe like come by.
Yeah.
But no, instead of just like all of these people that are constantly there, and they're always like chatting away, and they're always talking nonsense with me, and it's great. I love it. I love the kind of paraders that I got, and I love every single one of them.
Yeah, well, I thank you so much for coming on. It's an absolute pleasure, and I'm glad we were able to meet here and discuss and talk about all sorts of crazy things, but really to make sure folks know what you're all about. And we're going to have the links in the description for the video, and folks, check out what they got going on. It's good stuff. You heard the person behind the avatar, and now you know that you've really got. If you want to get entertained, this is a good place to go, and I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a great experience.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.